What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we bought a couple cheap Amazon parts for the side-by-side here, and we're basically just going to install them, let you know fit and finish and feel and all that fun stuff, just because yeah, these things are crazy expensive, as you probably know. And one of my biggest pet peeves is that you spend close to 20 grand, sometimes more than 20 grand. You get half doors on a $20,000 machine, and so that's one of the things that we bought. The door pieces from Amazon here, and the ones that are going to go here to fill in this triangular piece. Then we also bought some mirrors. We bought side mirrors, but to be honest, my girlfriend said they looked really bad, so we're not putting those on. We'll get another set. But I did buy a cheap rear view mirror, so check these out. All right, rear view mirror right here, pretty self-explanatory, like 25 bucks on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description below. But this thing's supposed to fit any of the bars, so we'll put that on here in a second. And these are the doors. These are like the lower doors. So not sure which side this is. Yeah, this is the right side. So there's a bunch of different cheap doors that you could buy on Amazon. And obviously, if you buy these like on side-by-side parts or any of the other big side-by-side stores online, especially if you went to Polaris, these doors are like 400 bucks, and that's insane. So Amazon has a bunch of them, some a lot better than others. So, like, I almost bought a set that was like $90, but they didn't have like this frame and stuff on the inside. They just kind of bolted on, and a lot of the reviews said they just bounced around and stuff like that. So we ended up with these. Honestly, at this point, I bought these like 3 weeks ago, so I forget what they cost, but I will link them in the description below for if you want to get these guys and check these out. But these actually have a frame, so we're going to bolt these up, kind of see how they fit and feel, bolt up that triangle piece, and kind of just show you that. And then after we go for a ride in the next couple days, I'll film a little bit, and then we'll do like a legit review. So all right, so the doors we're going to do first. There's no instructions that come with these. That's a big complaint that a lot of people give on a lot of these cheap doors on Amazon and eBay and whatnot, but no instructions, but it's probably pretty self-explanatory. There's three of those. Three of these probably go to one door, three go to the other, and then here's these two brackets, which I'm going to assume probably go to the little triangle pieces. I bet you that goes like right there. So we're going to try to get these mounted up and kind of go from there. All right, so check out how easy this is. This straight up just like went right in, which is nice. So you put a bolt there, and then one of these little brackets. It's pretty self-explanatory. One of these little brackets, wrong side. One of these little, oh shoot. Then this little bracket that I said I wasn't sure what it went to goes right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. And then all these things here, these round things must go for the triangle pieces. Yeah, because that's going to clip right onto the roll cage. So all these little bolts that came with is a T45 Torx. So we're going to put these puppies in here, see what happens. So it looks like it's not just as easy as bolting and going, because these two are fine, but you got to get nuts back here, and there's no way to put your finger back there, so I do believe I've got to take off the outer plastic, which is just another Torx. So we'll pull off this plastic and kind of go from there. So these little Torx to hold the door panel on are T25. All right, so I did just learn the hard way. You actually got to get the door on before you put this bracket back on. Otherwise, you can't slip the door in these holes with this bracket on. So I did have to pull this backing place, like this plastic, right back out. So I pulled that out, put this in place. I didn't put a bolt in there yet, just to get this held. I'll now put this bracket on and then screw everything down, and we'll see if she closes. All right, maybe you get what you paid for, but these two bolts lined up pretty good. These holes do not line up with this bracket at all, so I did have to bring out the rubber mallet there, kind of pound this bracket in so these holes would line up. And here's the problem here. So I mean, definitely cheap, but it seals here pretty well. It does not seal here. It sticks out a lot, and that's because the door is rubbing right here, and that's what's preventing the door from closing. So I think I'm going to have to grind a lot of this down, because it's there's way too much. So pull this rubber piece off, grind that down so the door closes a little bit more flush, and maybe we'll get a better seal down here too. Looks good though, having a full door. Gotta grind this down. All right, not gonna lie, probably not gonna grind this down at all. I pulled this weather stripping off right here, and it seems to close a heck of a lot better. Now we still have a pretty big gap down here in between the, between the door, but that's still a hell of a lot better not having any of this at all. So without that weather stripping that was right here, kind of preventing the door from closing, it closes now, and it's actually a pretty tight seal, so I might just leave it alone for now, see if that rattles or anything like that. Probably would like to get better weather stripping for down there, but we'll see how it is when we ride. So I'm actually gonna leave that alone, just taking that weather stripping off there. We'll put this little corner piece on and see how that fits. Alright, so it looks good, but as you probably saw, I had a hard time getting these on. It fits really good right here in this corner, like where the hinges are. I think the door still works. The door still works. But it doesn't fit very good up here at all. You can kind of see that, how that fits. And if you saw that, like none of these bolts really got tight. I don't like these latches. I do not like these little latches because I feel like those are going to easily break off. And none of these bolts actually got tight. And I didn't want to try to tighten them any further because I didn't think, like I definitely didn't want to break anything off. So, so far I think we're losing, 150 bucks versus 400 to 500. That part's good. It looks okay. It's just, this stuff definitely doesn't fit that well. So that part kind of sucks. So we'll see how quick it takes us to break these, and might have to get some, like legit ones here soon in the future. So I'm gonna do the other side, see how that works, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so we got this side on, same thing's happening. Doesn't want to close, same area. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this weather stripping off like I did on the other side, see what it does. Yeah, see, this side's really bad. I mean, it'll close. I don't know. I might have to do some trimming on this one. So I think we finally got it. I had to grind down all of this. This was a huge lip. I basically had to grind that all the way down to here, take off this weather stripping to make it seal. So same thing on the other side. We do have a gap down here below. That is what it is. It at least opens and closes now. But this is where we had to grind this entire way down, because it was just hitting too much. And I already adjusted the door itself, I adjusted the whole panel back and everything like that. It just did not fit. There was way too much hitting the plastic of the side-by-side. So that's about as good as I'm gonna get it for right now. We'll go for a ride here in a second to see if they vibrate or rattle or whatnot. I wanna get this last corner piece on and then that rear view mirror, and I'll be back with you. Alright guys, so overall you just saw we went for a little drive. No rattling or anything as of yet. We'll see what it's like on the trails. But mirror, big thumbs up. $25 mirror, big thumbs up to that guy. $150 doors, I don't know, it depends. If you like to do a lot of modifications yourself and kind of trim and make it fits, I guess they're okay, but I really don't like the hardware these things come with, and I don't like the fit at all, especially for 150 bucks. I could have bought the ones that were $60, $70 cheaper if I knew these were going to be that big of a deal. So, like I said, I will link them down in the description below. It does say that they fit 2020 S1000, so I'm not like an idiot or anything. They do fit. They say they fit this machine. It just, I mean, it's cheap Chinese products, so of course, I mean, some people's might fit a lot better than others, but no matter what, every single one of these cheap doors, they do get mixed reviews on Amazon. Most are more negative reviews than they are positive, but I guess it does save you from spending $600-700 bucks on a legit set of doors from Polaris or something like that, so take it for what it is. Other than that, we're going to call it a day. Once we get some trail time in with the doors and with the mirror, because we didn't put the side mirrors on, I'll give you guys like a better review / update on them. But right now, I don't know, it is wow, this sun is insane. But other than that, that's all I got, man. Just a quick install. So like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, join the family, join the RZR build, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.